The candles flickered softly against the framed photographs, their warm glow dancing across a grin that had once made millions swoon. Fans lined the makeshift memorial outside the old soundstage in Lowe's Angels, placing roses, handwritten notes, and old DVD covers of the films that defined a generation. It had been 1 year, one impossibly long year, since the world lost Evan Carlisle, the movie heartthrob whose career began in the most unexpected of places, the bustling, unpredictable, scandal-rich world of the young and the restless. He wasn't supposed to be famous. At least, that's what Evan always said. He claimed he stumbled into acting after tagging along with a friend to an audition, only to be noticed in the waiting room by a casting assistant who liked the lost puppy look in his eyes. Even years later, after he had headlined blockbuster films and graced magazine covers around the globe, he insisted the whole thing was nothing short of dumb luck. He was just so unpretentious, recalled Mariah Klein, his first scene partner on Young and Restless. He show up with the script pages crumpled in his back pocket, holding a cheap gas station latte, completely unaware that he was about to steal every scene he touched. The producers originally brought Evan onto the show for a short 6-episode arc. He was meant to play Josh, a mysterious newcomer with a troubled past and a short shelf life. But audiences responded to him with an intensity that surprised everyone, including Evan himself. Messages flooded the network. Who is he? Where did he come from? Why does he look at Abby like that? And so Josh stayed. 6 episodes turned into 6 months, then a full year. Suddenly, Evan Carlisle was a household name, the kind of actor soap magazines put on their covers with glossy headlines like The New Prince of Daytime and America's Newest Obsession. But even then, he never behaved like fame had touched him. Executive producer Leonard Grayson remembered an early interview where Evan arrived wearing a thrift store denim jacket with a missing button. "I told him wardrobe had nicer options," Grayson laughed softly at the memorial gathering, and he said, "Why would I pretend to be something I'm not?" And that was Evan. No pretense, no ego. He was the most down-to-earth star we ever had. His rise to movie stardom happened almost accidentally. A casting director for an indie film spotted him in a dramatic breakup scene on Y&R, mesmerized by the vulnerability he brought to a few simple lines. Within months, Evan was on a film set in Santa Fe, shooting a small but pivotal role that earned unexpected acclaim. Critics wrote that he had a sincerity Hollywood had nearly forgotten, and eyes that tell the truth even when the dialogue doesn't. And Hollywood noticed. Soon he was everywhere: romantic dramas, action films, quirky comedies where he played the lovable, slightly chaotic love interest. But despite the fame, he still answered emails from crew members on Young and Restless. He sent handwritten Christmas cards. He donated quietly to the children's hospital near the studio. He visited the set almost every year until his schedule became impossibly busy. When news broke last year that Evan had passed away from a sudden heart condition, the world felt colder, smaller somehow. Fans around the globe mourned the man who had made them laugh, cry, believe in love, and root for the underdog. His co-stars struggled to speak through their grief. Even the notoriously tough-minded director of his last action movie publicly broke down mid-interview. But perhaps the most touching tribute came from Nikki Dawson, who played his mother during his early soap days. She sat before a microphone at a remembrance event, holding the script from Evan's first episode. "I kept this because I knew he was different," she said. "He had this innocence, this openness, like he saw the world for what it could be, not what it was. And he gave that hope to everyone he met." Fans shared similar stories. One woman wrote that meeting Evan at a convention helped her through postpartum depression. A teenage boy said Evan's vulnerability in a coming-of-age film made him feel understood for the first time. A military veteran credited Evan's heartfelt performance in a war drama with helping him reconnect with his own emotions. "He didn't just play roles," the veteran wrote. "He lived inside them. He carried our stories like they mattered." As the anniversary approached, the network organized a tribute episode of The Young and Restless to honor the star who had once breathed life into a character no one expected to last. The writers crafted a story of remembrance, subtle, beautiful, filled with lines only longtime fans would recognize. In the episode, characters spoke of a young man who came to town searching for purpose and left behind a legacy he never realized he was building. Viewers wept. Social media flooded with clips and memories. Old interviews resurfaced, showing Evan giggling at his own awkwardness, brushing off compliments, interrupting himself mid-sentence to greet passing crew members by name. "He treated everyone like they mattered," Mariah said again, quietly. "And that's why losing him hurts so much." At the memorial near the old soundstage, a young fan placed a single sunflower beside his photograph. When asked why she chose that flower, she smiled. "Sunflowers turn to the light," she said. "That's what he did, and that's what he helped the rest of us do." As the sun dipped behind the studio buildings, casting a soft amber glow over the gathering, it became clear that Evan Carlisle's legacy stretched far beyond his films, his roles, or the fame he tried so hard to ignore. His legacy was kindness, sincerity, humility, the quiet, unwavering belief that people were good and life could be beautiful. He once said in an interview, "If I'm remembered for anything, I hope it's for making someone's day a little brighter." On the anniversary of his passing, as fans held hands and co-stars shared tearful stories, it was obvious. He had done far more than that. He had made the world brighter. And in every heart he touched, every smile he inspired, every tear his performances drew, he still does.